Yeah, sounds of sound. Saint Nelly said. Tuzuukuke kapya nnyo kali ku YouTube. Genda ku YouTube following omukulu Saint Nelly said. ST Nelly eri LNELLY. Saint Nelly said. Yeah man. Big vibes. Big up on yourself. Mannaye tukomyewo eri space ekyankalanye nga obusajja okitegeera bugikyankalanya naye kati tusimbudde. Yeah, they can't stop the reggae. Easy. Mannaye muddemu musabe Mike. Biri byonna bye twogedde tubirese eri mu space eno kati mpya. Mpya. But still, we're all about the same things. You know, we're talking about garbage in the city. We're talking about Anita Among resigning. Bonna bali corrupt ba resigning. Okubira ddala ku Anita. Okutuukira ddala ku Kisaka. Okay? We want all of them to resign. There is no option for them. Their time is out. So guys, we don't talk about garbage ali mu kibuga. We are talking about how to turn it into our, to use the protest, to use garbage as, our weapon of protest. Bane musabe ku mic kubanga yes. Mwebali ku repostinga bana ekyo mwakitegedde. Thank you for reposting. Thank you. Ekyo kati sina kukibajjukiza. Y'all know what to do. Nekirala, follow each other. Making sure abantu abali muno bonna at least back following. That's so important. Katandike ne Walusimbi Abraham. Wado inacho otugamba wali eti. Naye kati soko oyogere ku kya actually wakikonyeeko naye njagala oyogere ku mbeera ya Kasasiro eno. Ogirabanga, tuyinza tutya okugihanesinga okulaba nti, we send a message okitegeera. Kubanga kansoke nzijukiza abantu nti why we chose at the beginning people were asking us why don't we go for the main culprit, and that is Museveni. Netugamba nti, we are choosing our battles wisely. We know, whom we are going for and what we can achieve. Naye ate kati ndabira ddala nga atono Kisaka, ye bannaye tuyina okitegeera. Tuyina ate kumenga sure nti oyo she does not see the light of day. She does not have to see the tayina kufuna musaala ogwa guno omwezi. She must be out of office. Oba they drag it how, oba bebuzabuza batya, we have to put the pressure. And now we are asking here, how do we apply the pressure? Can we use the situation of rubbish and Kasasiro okubeera nga essaawa zino tebalina we bamuteeka bazunga buzunzi okitegeera. Kiteezi has been, bali okitegeera ebizibu byonna babimalira eyo, bakuŋŋaanya ssente, bafuna ssente kuva mu gavumenti, bafuna basoloza ssente mu bantu. Kasasiro ne bamutwala ne bamukanyuga bukanyuzi eyo okitegeera, tebamutreatinga bulungi, kati yabazaalidde akabasa okitegeera. Poor service delivery ya Lakizale okitegeera, yabazaalidde akabasa. Now we have to put the pressure because that is our job. Our job is to identify where the cracks are, and then we go and we make those narrow cracks into big valleys. We have to dig into them and make sure we decapitate the rotten people in the system. So we are requesting people to pick up the mic and talk to us. Mutubuulire kwene embeera ya Kasasiro. Kuba Kasasiro ali mu kuchokinga everywhere. People don't know where the Kasasiro should go. Bamuvuze ne bamuzze Entebbe side y'Entebbe. When they reached Entebbe, they chased them back. They told them, no, you cannot dump your Kasasiro. Temusobola kuleeta eri Kasasiro gwe mujje mu Kampala ate mumuleete n'Entebbe. Okitegeera. Ab'Entebbe ne bamugoba kuba nalabye mmeeya w'Entebbe wadde nga naye yabba akalulu. Okitegeera. Naye wa system yabba akalulu Fabrice Rulinda tolowooza nti tukukkiririzaamu nnyo. We know you stole that vote and you're not the legitimate leader of Entebbe, but we had your submission yesterday ng'ogamba nti temusobola kukkiriza KCCA kutandika. Nkumba is near water body and can only take wagambe 100 I don't know the units you use to measure 100 tons of rubbish. Naye ate nga KCCA baleetera kumpi. What they say publicly is 1,500 tons, and that is too much for you guys to handle. And you were right, but also yes,
just some simple correction. I want to say something about this Kasasiro issue.
Go ahead.
Ekyewuunyisa kiri kimu ku research omupya gwe naakakola. Buli household mu Kampala ebadde esasula 5,500 eza Kasasiro. Nga maka nga family you have to pay 5,000. Abatasobola kusasula landlord ye ayina engeri gy'asasula company twali bisasiro nebeeranga ekola ki naye neebuuza sente zibadde nga zisolozebwa for all that time zibadde nga zikola ki ndi muntu w'omu Kiteezi. I grew up from Kitagobwa. Kitagobwa is bye byalo ebyerinaanaganye nti buva mu Kiteezi odda mu Lusanja, buva mu Lusanja odda mu Kiteezi nodda Kitagobwa. Those are the same areas. I've been in Kitagobwa for some good years ng'ekifo ekyo weekiri naye ne we twabeererangayo nga bakulaga nti ekifo kyali kyajjula dda. That is mu 2019 ate nga twabeera 2010 all along nga kyekifo kyokka mwe bayiwa kasasiro. Naye ngamba baganda bange mwenna kino kyekiseera ekituufu abantu abamu balina sina kubamba musaala nga bw'obadde okyogedde Mr. Host. Abantu abamu balina kubeera mabega wa mitayimba because you can't be in office abantu ne bafa. As of right now bagamba abantu 34 but really bw'owuliriza abantu kati kyobola baganye ne bannamawulire okuddamu oyingira wano we batadde weema mu Kiteezi mukasawe ko mu Kiteezi. Why? Nti abantu abo be balina true details eza njege yaguddewo abantu abadde nga bakolerayo kati babaganye bannamawulire okuddamu kola ki okuyingirayo. Why? Because the pressure is too much. Guys, pressure tuongeremu. Waliwo abantu abalina okugenda munda. They have to be behind the bars. Dorothy Kisaka ne tiimu yo tosobola kutugamba nti obadde tolina kyomanyi kubanga nnyo lyonna nti obadde tolina kyomanyi ne Lord Mayor waako bano abasajja bali mu kuzannya right now nsubira na politics balina kuba mabega wa mitayimbwa. Abantu bafudde naye nga twamanya they knew bagamba kimu ffe twali twagamba gundi yali akimanyi natunulidde Prime Minister wa Uganda ku TV just of recent ku barometer nga alaga nti Lord Mayor ye talina kyali amugambye manya biki ye Prime Minister wa Uganda talina kyamanyi. But really olina kugambibwa ngate report za messages zali za alarming dadda nti that place kyajula dadda. Nze banaye nawulidde kipya mu generation yange nkuze kutuuka wano siwulirangako nsi yonna nti kasasiro yayabise yassa abantu sikiwulirangako era nawulidde kipya kyannaku nti twafiiriddwa ng'eggwanga and everything bikyawopa emirimu gikyakugoyenga normally ne weewunya gavumenti ng'eno. Abantu bafudde numbers bafudde. Waliwo obwana obuto bw'obadde nga bugenda okulondangayo ebicupa kasasiro biki obwo tebanaba natuuka bwogerako obadde waggulu ku top bakyali kuba n'abaawansi ne bavaayo esawa yakakati nga bagamba abantu 34. Waliwo abantu abalina okugenda emabega w'emitayimbwa. I think we should push a campaign some people to be arrested. Dorothy Kisaka ne tiimu ye yonna balina kuba munda. Lwaki balagajjalidde obulamu bw'abannayuganda ng'ate baali bakimanya? Obeerawo otya ng'omanyi nti ekifo kyajjula ekitongole ekiramba kati nawulidde kasasiro bagenda mwongeza ali ku 2,000 agenda kuva ku 15 kati agenda ku 2,000 naye weebuze 2,000 gye bakusolooza nga ne kasasiro already atta bantu. Kasasiro lwaki abeera makati mu bantu mwennyini ate ne mumanya n'okumanya nti ekifo kyo kyajjula kyabooga temusigala nga muyiwayo kasasiro. Kati mpuli ano Lord Mayor waali kuvaayo right now mbwe ekifo kyali kyajjula dda by 215 ne basigala nga 2015 ne basigala nga bakyayiwayo kasasiro. Kitegeeza ekitongole kyonna kyetaaga ogoggolwa. Waliwo abantu abalina okukwatibwa munda bakwate babasibe olw'okulagajjalira obulamu bw'abantu. Abantu bafudde kati mazima ddala njagala ombuulire obwana obuto bwa survivinze oba kale abo abaafiiriddwa abantu baabwe balinyumya batya mu dda nti kasasiro ye yatta. Okay, tugambe nti abaana babasigadde obo abafunye kyasa ne basigalawo nti taatawo yafiira mu kasasiro. Okyogera otya ekyo? Okyogera otya really nti omwana wo nti taata yafiira mu kasasiro? Kyogerebwa kitya really? Kyogerebwa kitya? Guys, nsuubira waliwo abantu abamu abalagajjalidde emirimu gyabwe because bo olwokuba balina obusentesente bwe bafuna ne balagajjalira emirimu n'obulamu bw'abantu nga balina kuba munda. That is my submission, Mr. Host.
Thank you so much. Walusimbi. Mujesi Martin, talk to us.
Good morning, guys. Good afternoon. Good evening. Hope I'm loud and clear.
Yes, you're loud and clear.
Okay. Talking about Kasasiro, I just have a few questions I'm wondering. One, what's the motive? Because the very first days, they requested the budget of 60 billion. This week, they requested another 200 billion for Kasasiro. So my question is, was it another scam for them to loot us that they had to do that bust deliberately in order? Because Uganda, which much so. I mean, the figures, don't they alarm us? 200 billion, 60 billion? And my brother was saying, Chisaka, I don't think there's anything that will be done to that woman. Because Mukama wa bagala. Yeah, he enjoys having such people that are yes people to him. That's why even the Prime Minister mocked the dead. Because she knows there's nothing we can do to them. And so for me, there's a figure Kasasiro just nimunonya 200 billion. All this while, now is when they come with this money haste as well, after killing people. I think we should prepare ourselves into. We are like in Uganda to Valimu series. Every episode has its own drama scenes that happen. I don't know. It's like a script somewhere. Someone intends to make us to like script here. You flag a direction. We don't know if next time it will be bombs or it will be what, but it just shows you that it's like a script. Someone is driving the narrative. And yes, they know people will make noise, but then they know that it's going to end. And then the next episode, something else will come. If you remember, so many things have been happening. Amasomelo, the fires, up to date, there has never been a report. The killings, the Bijambia things, there has never been a report. Yeah? And all those things have been making us question, why? There has never been a report. Everything, if you look at all things that have been happening, the abductions, the what, so it's like there is a narrative, there's someone who's on the script. Now, me, the Chilezi's incident, it's a tragedy, at the same time, one method of taking away that land from the people. Because immediately, it's just weird. But remember, the first part of budget of billion in Kaga, this week, against Okubwa 200 billion. For CGU garbage relocation site, and you ask yourself, okay, a site requires 200 billion, so you really see it's another scam within a tragedy. But yeah, and I don't know, but I'm seeing them walking away scot-free. I don't think the ED of KCC is going to resign or anything. No, because the arrogance, the egoism in which these people speak from shows you like they know nothing can be done to them. Olaba MP abaje binane ebitano bavayo ate ne boogera ng'abajeregerera. Then it just shows you that these people have this syndrome of confidence that there's nothing that can be done to them. It's like they know where the power is, and for them, if they're in good books with that power, the rest of you are just followers. You're just visiting. The 5 million scam, ne bawa abantu baffe million 5 ne bataswala nako, but it has gone. And too bad our people accept that kind of money. Nayenga is a human being worth 5 million Ugandan shillings. Really? Worth 5 million Ugandan shillings. Nga juzi wano Trump, we bagezako okumu-assassinatinga. And one life was lost and some people got injured. I saw the way they compensated those families. It was huge. People were in $1 million. Money cannot replace the lives that have been lost. But you would really see that people were valuing their people. They were feeling the pain of their people. And they did what they can to the families that at least would make their families live a better life. Make it for one. What is 5 million shillings in dollars? Huh? It's about like actually $1,800. Or these are what the family, each family, will get compensation. And then they're taking away their land deliberately. So me, I'm seeing this as a scam of money haste. Basing on those figures, they was 60 billion. The funny thing is, Zinimu loan. After 60 billion, they now want 200 billion. Like, and we are watching. We are seeing this unfold. She has no guts to be like Musisi who resigned. Some people have no that conscience to say, okay, I've erred. Or this has happened in my docket. Let me leave. No, that is not them, because they are both showing it to them that you can get away with anything. It's why Anita is arrogant. It's why Tayevo is arrogant. It's why the Prime Minister is arrogant. It's why everyone you see in those offices, they're arrogant. Because they know they are untouchable. They know we will make noise and words, but they will never do anything that will probably change their mind. No. So if we just have to create more momentum, and good enough that people are now awake, people no longer want to listen to anything that tries to belittle the cause and tries to divert them. At least the good thing we should be grateful is the mass, the population is awake now. People now see, someone can differentiate between good and bad. Someone can know that this is a scam. These guys are looting us. Let's continue to build that up. Yes, right now we might not get them out of power or out of their offices, but time, time is a factor. Time tells it all. They will pay. The good thing, these things are in record. They will pay, even if it's Museveni's family, even if it's who. These things on record. Everybody will pay at some point. Thank you.
Polly, take it away. Polly, you can talk to us now.
Oh, sorry. Banana tumusibye mutya mwasiza mutya gwe mwana ngadafa ngabale kuweereza Rwanda. Banange kitalo nnyo abantu baffe. Neze kintu nekingamba banange. This is intentional. Baagala tuwugula. Museveni kya corruption ky'abantu bamakinga okutuuka. Yajjayo emmamba najjayo emutenda naye abayambi tuwana intimidated kyamukubawala. Went to that. Kakati bateekawo always balina okuteekawo something. Kati baagala tujjako kya corruption, stop corruption, march to parliament, tubeere ku kino. Naye nga tulina okulemerako kuno mulamu tulina okulemerako paka last paka natuwangu. Twagala ameta amotaza. Yes. In fact, nabo beekola ki? Nze ndowooza mulimu groups bbiri in state house. Wali abasoganya Museveni ne Museveni baasoganya. Kakati bombe nnyini mu kantuuko ako akakumbya akakatinyabo ne bannayuganda tebakola ki? Tebakwasaganya. Oba mutegeera so they are playing games between each other to oppress us. Knowing that this is a calculated that it will come among the of corruption. Baagala to diverting, baagala kuwugula nekirawo okukola ki raising up. Naye nga kitalo nnyo ky'abantu baffe nti baafudde mu kasasi. You feel so sad. Ekyo kuwulira abantu bano diverse countries bagamba bannange muli ku ki. Bannayuganda muli ku ki. Kakati daba what happens in defense. Most of those people banga politics bali involved. Bali kubyalo bali kola mmere ya leero abagambe ebikwatako. Nabagamba bano abantu abanyeekanga bakwate empande balalu. We don't know for sure nti oba wabadde omuntu abadde akola agenda ku match kufanyiza abo abaafudde we don't know for sure. Naye nga wetugamba bannayuganda tugenda kiwulira buli omu gye weekwesi tugenda kiwulira paka tunaategeera emitindo. We have to raise that against this dictator. Tujja kiwulira paka. Nabadde Jones Nampeeyo ndaba omusajja yabadde agenda okutwala amatambi. Oba zabadde nga kanisa oba zabadde ssatu. Zonna ne zimuyiikako kubanga tulina bad roads. Imagine that's a loss. Oja olina ka business ko kabadde kakolera bulungi. Ogamba ebya politics tebikwatako. Politics akusanga everywhere. Buli wamu. Mbana kigenda kikakatako. Buli omu bagenda omunyigiriza paka bwe tunaategeera. Tulina okukola ki? Okubayo kukina in large numbers. Tulwanyisa omusajja omu. Tumulwanyisa naye bw'atulwanyisa.
Kano sana ale motoka ishiwa fresh.
Hello.
Polly.
Wali ayagala okuwulira?
Ano waliwo gwe mute nze wano waliwo abadde ayisiza mu mic naye mu mute nze. But I feel like ndabanga waliwo impression nti the incident in Chitezi yabadde nti diversion okutudivertinga okutujjaku
Nedda.
Wizard sokolindeko Polly.
Right, yeah.
Sokolindeko Polly. Wizard Pro mujjeko kubanga talina mpisa za mic. Mu mutinga naye unmutinga. So mpuliddenga nti waliwo impression nti eringa diversion oba waliwo bali mukola diversion kutujja ku kintu kya march to parliament and things like that. Naye nze ndabira ddala nga really tubeera just tuli mu creatinga tubeera ebanga illusion these are things that are real, these are things that are happening. Sisuubira nti baali bakyagala nti nti bakiteege nti kibeewo nti then to divert us from the cause. I don't think it's very far from that. I think it's an incident that happened beyond their control, and we are not getting diverted. We are actually just getting more reasons. We are only getting more reasons to keep marching, to keep talking about corruption. So ekintu njagala tukibumbire wamu, sagala separating nti ate we should not concentrate on this and that because it's all the same thing. And the incident that happened in Chitezi was not probably planned or okitegeera calamity yaguddewo, people died, and we all know the response of a government is always weak. It is always weak. We all know they always plan poorly. They are not good at planning, and that is what always happens. So sagala impression abantu abawuliza bagifune nti it is a sort of a diversion. Kyembadde njagala otereeza ekyo. Poli okyaliyo oba omaliriza submission?
Mpulira.
Yes, mpulira kati mpulira.
Badde nkugamba sigambye nti it's a diversion. Ngambe tuplaninga ne Museveni bw'aplaninga. Nze kugambe mu kakundi ka Museveni oba gavumenti eno balula bano abatukuga. Bo tebali united. Buli omu ayagala omugaati. Kati balina tugambe they have a loaf of bread. Kakati oli ayagalako kitundu ate n'oyo ayagalako ekitundu. Kakati ffe nekya corruption yalabye nze kyengagala ekya corruption kyeyalabye kyamukubye wala n'agamba kati nina okuzoganya. Tuzoganya naye bw'atuzoganya naye nga teŋŋambye era in my statement naye ffe kitukolera bo bweyongera kolaki kutulaga how corrupt they are. Do you understand? Nti kagrupu kaabwe nabo they are not united. Kati kino ekya corruption tubadde tuli ku corruption march to parliament kakati oli omulala n'avaayo n'akubawo kino fa naye nga the thing is this is a corrupt system. Uganda we have a rotten system. Indeed, corruption ekutte wansi mu waggulu. Naye nga sigambye nti it's diversion. No, kugambe kitabanye bambi abantu bapezakuze naye nga bambi kino ekintu kikolera kitulaga nti government eno eri so corrupt eri so rotten to the bottom. Naye nga tetagala ogamba bannayuganda nti ffenna tuzuukuke. Leero kiri mu kitenzi kijja kubeera ewaffe erungi e Masaka tukwatira wamu. Next question. Nze kyeŋŋamba buli omu agamba mbona politics everything. Bw'ogenda mu ddwaliro n'osasula ssente ne bakubba lwakuba nti oli foreigner oba oli diaspora ne bakulaba oli that's corruption. Bw'olita ku ntebe ng'oli house president ne bakubba ssente oba ne bakubba that's corruption. Corruption ali everywhere ne mu katale ali everywhere buli wamu bw'omusanga ali everywhere. Omusirikale bw'akusookinga n'alabamu ng'olinamu mu dollars ng'aba ayagalako okujjako that's corruption. Corruption ali everywhere tulina okutuukuka kati buli omu kigendamu kakatako okuvaayo mu byaga nti comfort zone. Tuzuukuke bannange tuzuukuke. Naye nga kitalo nnyo abantu baffe twafiiriddwa abantu baffe kitalo nnyo okufiira abantu baffe mu kasasiro. Ate nze kisinga okunneewuunyisa nti tugambe tulina we don't even have a president kigamba this is a rule. Musiki ng'abantu bafudde n'ebendera ne bataziraising on that day. Mukulembeze eki. That means omusajja tatwagalirako ddala. We are not worth a single coin, a single shilling. Banne bannayuganda tuzuukuka amatatu batwala ensi yonna bagifunze. Ono omusajja okugenda agenda kwonoona buli every sector eribuli corrupt, every sector eribuli bot buli kamu agenda kati nkola byonna. So noogere yakigamba. Omusajja ono okugenda agenda kwekanga Uganda eri in a total mess. Tuli in a total mess bannange. Abantu baffe bafa, abaana bafa bazaala makubo. Nze my dad died. Twatukenga teri bundi, teri ddagala. He had a heart attack. We couldn't save him. It doesn't matter how much money you send. We couldn't save him. Yafa. Naye nga we had spent money on him. Yes, money can't buy love. However much you have, or what millions or it can't buy love. Love or can't no Rwanda bannange. Ne bw'osimbuka esente ziggwawo. Naye nga we have to have a heart for our country bannange. Let's rise up. Ensi eggwawo. Buli omu akola kyakola bya powers. Naye ng'omusajja atutwala kubanga tuteebase tukyali mu comfort zone zaffe. Tulina okwogera naye abantu kitalo nnyo abantu baffe bafa. Naye kitalo nnyo. Tutunula abaana baffe bajja tubuuza abazzukulu maama wakolawo ki? Ate we need to hold our elders accountable kubanga be baatuleetera omusajja ono. Nabo kibakatakako. Guys, thank you very much for holding this case.
Yes, thank you so much, Polly. Webale. go to the comment section, guys, and you will see a new poster that has People's Anti-Corruption Town Hall Meeting. Yes, that is a poster that you need to download and take to your timelines on all platforms, because that is our new drive. That's our new focus. In 4 days from now, on 20th, we will have a town hall meeting in Kampala. It's going to be a real, huge town hall meeting, because there's a lot to talk about. The flyer explains some of the things that we'll be discussing, but that's the message. So, March to Parliament next Tuesday, we are on, like, seriously. So get that flyer and spread it. Then also make sure you retweet the space, because I can see we are so many here, but the retweets are so few. So go to the retweet section and retweet this space. We are focusing on garbage, because that's what, that is what is on in Kampala right now. Everywhere you pass, you see people stranded with sacks of kasasiro, garbage. You see trucks driving to directions and then returning with the same garbage, because they could not deposit it where they intended to drive to. But that's the situation, and we are asking, how can we, leverage that? How can we, use the situation of confusion of the state? Because the state is slow at reacting. We have all witnessed that. They have not touched anyone in KCCA, and everything is still flowing the way it's supposed to, the way it was flowing back, before the incident. So, what do we have to do, guys? That's the question. And for now, let me hand over the mic to Edwin Aubrey. But I'm going to request you guys to ask for the mic. Ask for the mic when you can. Selun Kuma, I see you. Aubrey, take it over.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ellen. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You're loud. Yeah.
Maybe this time around, let me use Uganda. Waliwo munaform agiyise diversion, omulala agiyise calculated move. Naye kanziremu ebigambo bino kuba nali mbyogeddeko mu space emu oba endala. Museveni ayina tactic eyakozesebwanga abanazi. You create a problem, then you come up with a solution. That a solution favors your own interests. That is him. That is his government. That is his tactic of implementing particular things. So, nze ndowooza, however much your tactic ye, era yakikoze, they created a problem because tetusobola kubuusa maaso amaloboozi amangi agavuddeyo agategeeza nti wabaddewo kampuni y'Abachina ejja kasasiro n'ekiteezi n'ebaako ebintu byekolerayo ebitanamanyika bye bagamba nti biri mu kunoonyerezebwako. Nti era kasasiro oyo teyeebeze bwebezi nti olusozi lwebeze oba lwagenzemu crack nti ne lugwa. No. Nti lwayabise bwabise. Ebyo byonna tusobola bibuuza maaso.
Is it on my side? I can't hear anything.
Dada, do you hear me?
Go ahead.
Okay. So, ebyo tetuyinza bibuusa maaso.
I think you invite someone else. He's not ready.
Big man, I'm talking and Elim Dada is hearing me. So if you are not hearing me, maybe the problem is with your phone.
Mr. Host, I think you can invite Selun Kuma if he's ready.
Big man, I'm talking something sensible.
No, go ahead, Edwin. Go ahead. It's just a network issue.
So, ekyo tetuyinza kibuusa maaso. Even last night, wa MP w'eside ze ez'ekiteezi yabadde ku CBS. Olwayogedde ku nsonga eno ne bamuggyako. Naye nga tetusobola kibuusa maaso. But this has been Museveni. He creates a problem, then he comes up with a solution. The question is, omusajja ono abala ki? Nze kye nakatunuulira, right now, eggwanga tunuulira coverage y'amawulire essaawa zino, eri ku kiteezi, eri kutambala emirundi, secondly, eri ku amaaso kati gatandise okuva ku regional parliamentary sittings. Focus tugitadde ku bintu bibiri, singa mukyegendereza. Now, focus we tugiteeka ku bino ebintu ebibiri. Regional parliamentary sittings, ne tugijjako ebirowoozo tusooka tufokasinga kino. Tebannalaga nti oba insurgency gye tulinawo mu ggwanga nti parliamentary sittings ezo zistopinzi. Zikyagenda mu maaso. Naye tetugenda kwerabira nti opposition yavaayo neegezaako okulaga nti eyinza tegenda zeetabamu. Naye temwerabira parliamentary system bill Museveni gy'ayagala okuyisa mu parliament aggyeko bannayuganda eddembe lyabwe ery'okweronderanga president. Wabula eddembe balikwase ababaka ba parliament abali mu parliament mu be babalonda president. Museveni akimanyi bulungi nnyo nti mutabani we ne bw'omusimbawo mu kalulu eggwanga lyonna ligenda kulonda takalya. Ekyakimanyi ekyakyekakasa bulungi nti Muhoozi is incompetent when it comes to countrywide voting. Is incompetent, totally incompetent to an extent nti n'abamu nga generals abamu basobola obutamulonda era bakimanyi tebagala abafuge. Now is trying to agezaako kukusa this bill agiteekewo eyite bannayuganda bonna tebakiriiko. Ekyo temukibuusa maaso. Si a conclusion yange giyinza okukola nti kyekigenda okuba. Naye I highly
Bana msajja akoze atya. Serunkuma, unmute and talk to us.
Ena mdada, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Msajja na blocking probably okunfuulako host hizo kwacha avago bedrock space. I don't know why I blocked him, but his energy still saddens me. So probably maybe you have to drop me, then he can speak, and then because I'm not about to unblock someone I blocked, probably that's why he dropped.
No, continue. Let's go ahead.
Mpulidde atandika ayomba amanya biki anyway ngeza okutunulayo kwa kangambye kangene ndabe profile picture n'omuntu akeera okuyomba tamanyi nti wano network omuntu basooka okwogera nga batebabawulira nga akedde tuyombera. So to check only to find that I had blocked him. Anyway, away from that, he was trying to speak out of paranoia. I don't know. You people, you should understand. Yes, Museveni creates problems. Yes, we all know it was not a natural disaster. Yes, all this. But as much as anti-corruption crusaders, how does this affect us? Does this make our anger go down? Does this make our anger go up? This should be the first question. In my view, this actually puts us at a better advantage, you know. Nti omuntu n'oba omunnyonnyolera omulaga nti n'abeera kiteezi corruption kubanga sente, if that place was given 4.1 billion per year and was not delivered, does that help, or does that make us feel like Museveni created this problem to divert us money mirundi yafudde? This is, we cannot run on you have to think beyond, amawulire definitely tekegenda kubeera ku kintu kimu nti anti-corruption, but the thing is, how do we continue moving amidst everything else? Because so many things are going to happen. Doesn't mean that the country should only run on anti-corruption. The country has so many problems. But our job as crusaders, our job as, as much as is to put everyone together. Kubanga imabekako twaina bechite, twaina Lubiji and Natana, So our job is to put all these affected groups together, but not to say, akamere yo muzije, yo mutu daivatinga, fetuli kuchafe. I think that's being selfish to me. So I think as people speak should also be mindful, because you cannot as well be like a dictator who only feels selfish for their own motive, that see me, it's about me. No, it's about all of us. If you're fighting, I want people to fight, and even if it means pausing to protest, to take a day off for the people of Shezi, well and good, because we're fighting for a better country. We're not fighting for trees, we're not fighting for limelight, we're fighting for a better Uganda that works for all of us. Okay, it doesn't matter how how planned or how unplanned the things of Shezi are. The truth and the matter of the fact is we have more than 100 Ugandans dead. You know what that means? It would even be shameful for us to come and say we hate corruption. We talk about and forget about having. I'm glad that the people have been hosting spaces, knew what to do, and have been emphasizing and putting all eyes on people of Chitezi, because this is what the country needs. We need to give that event the attention that it deserves. This is equal to what happened in November, where 150 people were shot. This is equal to the massacre in Kasese. This is really, really sad. And if we give the attention it deserves, at the end of the day, it will push the anti-corruption crusade that we're trying to push. So we shouldn't look at it at a diversion. Because how can we even say 100 people dead and then we think it is a diversion, or it is, I don't care whatever people are saying, but it deserves the attention it is getting. All this garbage in the city. Our job now is to pull people's mind and attention to all this. Probably what was happening before was not relatable to them, but what is happening now should be or is more relatable to common people, telling them that even if you're not a politician, even if you hide and say, esawa eno oluguudo ekinye kiri mu luguudo kiwunzika emmotoka n'ofa. Esaawa zino tulina okubanga tubagamba nti bannange bannayuganda ne munaga nti ebibakwatako bijja kubasanga mu nnyumba, abantu ebikasaso byabasanze mu nnyumba nga beebase. Esaawa yenjiri gye tulina okubuulira kati, era fe abagenda ku luguudo okwata ebizira benjiri gye tulina okubuulira nti banayina obonogamba nti ebikwatako bijja kusanga ne wansi w'ekitanda. N'obonoga nti ebikwatako bijja kukwata ku baana bo. Esaawa zina mukyala gwe nasooka okola interview nga gamba abaana 5. 7 abaana 5 bonna bafiiridde mu kasasiro. Byanje bimukwatako, probably yali agendedde mu katale kunoonyeza abaana kyakulya. Naye esaawa zino tebimukwatako, n'abanoonyeza ebyokulya tabalaba. Ojaga tebikwatako nze noonya emmere ya leero. Naye okyatuuka ekisenga ne bw'ogitwalira ewaka ogyasanga baafudde dda. Ogenda giwaana emmere ya leero. So this is enjiri that we should be speaking. This is enjiri that we should be talking. Relating to people. Let's not be emotionless robots that want attention all the time. Sometimes you've got to, shine light to other places. You have got to light other people's candles so that the light is much in the room. Having one candle is not enough. Light as many candles as possible. We cannot talk about anything. Someone has explained the whole thread of, details what happened. You bypass it, much to parliament, and much parliament. No, you have got to use your brain, you have got to expand, you have got to see beyond. Beyond what you're pushing. What are you pushing? What are the results? What do you want? Okay, so enjiri tetulina okubuulira kati ye enjiri etambulira mu kintu ogamba nti buli omu banange bikwatako. Probably this is the only way we shall have all Ugandans standing up. But if we are boxed in one thing of saying, diversion, it won't work. Anyway, I wasn't a speaker, but I just thought I would come and guide in or say something small. So, my host, you can give to the next speaker, please. Thank you.
You're welcome. To sum it up, I also want to talk about the issue of, Museveni and his people. Okay, generally the system. There's an impression that, the system is always trying to set agendas for us to follow. If we get back to that setting, then really together to because for now, at this level, we are the ones setting the agendas, and it is them following. By the way, it is, their own system falling apart. And we only turn and say, so this damn site has killed 100 people? Oh, what a problem. So we have to turn back and look at that. But still, that's why you see our hashtags are still, on the front line. Our hashtags are still, we know who our target is, But along the way, it does not do us bad to first, chop that branch of Chisaka and our whole system, and then return, and continue with because there are so many disasters that are going to come. And just like one person has tried to explain here, all these disasters, we can be defeatists in ourselves when we try to, create so many theories in our heads, and we will be losing out in the end. So, thank you so much, good girl, for clarifying that, and I hope it is clear. Let me now hand over the mic to DJ Abdul, then after him, Florence.
Hello. Hello, Dada.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man.
Akati chemba dembuza eno post ya town hall meeting chiwani chisoko beko ne choji ngamba kubako ndivyo tunyonyola kwa mikono tono okundi ku post eno kuba sijitegera mwana bako ne byo tubusa tulabe.
Yes, post ya town hall meeting bana yemwe ndoza bali wano, you can go to the comment section mujirabe. It has given us a date nti enaku z'omwezi nga 2 fenna tugenda bera mu Kampala. It's basically nkuba mpya ya march to parliament, so they are just giving us a date that on 20th we are having a much bigger congregation in town. Where in town? Mutauni tutade location into obabichibwe, just making sure nti oli mu town. Okay, on August 20th tugenda kubijangu ne placard yo ne marker bikikuba bitugenda okwogerako byebire ebiriwo, the impact of corruption on social services, social services like, garbage disposal. Okay, kasasiro wojo oli bamusoloza kati. Those are things we're going to be talking about. Taxes and the corruption conundrum. Strategies of holding officials accountable. So ngasawanya buli omu woli, especially mu town mu Kampala, tugenda kubeera nga tuyina town hall meeting. A town hall meeting wena gwera tegenda na kulwawo nnyo, ndoze ensonga muzirabe si nnyingi nnyo. After there we'll be marching to parliament, ndozera mugirabye eriko ne taxes of the tribeless, fearless, partyless. So enaku z'omwezi nga 2, which is next Tuesday, 4 days from now, we are going to be marching to parliament, but we are going to first have a town hall meeting mu kibuga wona abeeruli simanyi mu nfuna. Yaman, so kati kyekyo DJ Abdul mpozi ngo yinije yagala nkuwabulemu. Yaman.
Also, maybe next speaker. Town hall meeting. We said that it's a Tuesday and Thursdays are marching to parliament dates. However, we have big events, or we have planned events that we scheduled on 28th and 9th October, right? So Tuesday and Thursday are still on. I think that clarification also have to be made. The change we paused until 28th. No, Tuesday and Thursday are still on. You can protest in any way you can. We can still march to parliament. We can still do whatever we have to do, but we have organized events on 28th and 9th October. So town hall meeting is one of those events that happen in our regular Tuesday and Thursday march to parliament events. So on next Tuesday, yesterday people marched to parliament. So they
I was actually going to say that yesterday people marched.
Yeah, people marched to parliament.
That one is now known. Tuesday and Thursday are days for marching. That is now clear. We just can't make it much more clearer. Yeah.
So again, those who are asking why town hall, it is a Tuesday. It is a marching day. So we are going to have a town hall meeting and also march to parliament. Even on the next Thursday before the 28th, we will have a march to parliament. Even the next Tuesday like that. I think people got confused on setting 28th and 9th October and forgot that we have every consecutive Tuesdays and Thursday as march to parliament days. Those are marked and nothing will change about that until Anita resigns. So for all those that thought, the march is off, Manya said, the march is on. Bannayuganda abakowu bakyaliyo, Bannayuganda who actually understood the assignment are there. So ebigambo byonna ebyange, it doesn't matter. People are affected out there and are willing to march. The more you understand that, the better. No government go corruption go bado rana baba weddeyo owo mulala tannaggwayo. ate ne kiramutegere nti luno olutalo yalutandika si yagenda olumala n'agenda olumala ayinza okuba si yalutandika. If you call Ugandans to come and join us, it means people come in and do what they can. I'm sure you all maybe don't know who marched yesterday, but it doesn't matter. They are Ugandans that marched, you know, and they should be appreciated. We should also clap for them, give them a standing ovation, even those who are going to come, Yeah. So we are still marching and the marching is still on. So it's about you. I guess you have to rethink about so many things by now.
Right. Thank you so much. As people were, online trying to sort out issues, people were practically on the streets in Kampala, marching. Big up to them. Another round.
Dada China Bugalo, you used to have Bugalo, but now you're no longer giving us.
Hello, can anyone hear me? Seems like
I can hear you now.
I was also not hearing you. So, what do you call a submission?
Just give the next speaker to go on.
Florence. Take over.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. Yes. Garbage City. Yeah. This was an aye. No, we want to change our image probably. But in our village to the and then we get a better word for our city, It's embarrassing from pothole to garbage. Seriously, yeah? Anyway. But then put this out. Then Uganda. We are very smart, by the way, very smart people. Well, we teach you to get call our theory, to call hypothesis, to call you know together, even to every day. To be learn how manage even to be jamming your like let us remove too much thinking. When even be plain clear. I just think gamba. Nti oli ne asobote mu mugo n'okozesa omugo gwennyini n'omusabula. Okitegeera. Osobola kozesa omugo gwennyini n'ogumukubisa. So the issue of garbage is clear. The situation clear, like anyone can see that. Nchikitezi, bavgana okumukolako. They overdumped and dumped. Wait past capacity about whatever happened. The thing is, it's no longer possible now to deposit garbage there, and there is no alternative. Kampala City ejudde kasasiro. Again, I'm keeping on ejudde kasasiro. But even then, the one that is in Chitezi, eyakulukuse, enkuba bwenajja, there is very high risks, health risks. Tujakera kumachanga, korola, is it? Na korola abaluseewo. Dyson breaking up, Kampala ajide kasasiro. Enkuba egenda mutonyamu one day, one of these days, olyokola ba akatogo. Korela bichikati, olaba good girl wadde oyogera nti, corruption will find you anywhere, abesitezi yabasanze in their bed. Abe Kampala mwe. Again, Korela is coming. Healthy risks are there. Outbreaks. Ajana kusanga in your car. Beautiful car, olubuto oyagala gende manja, I swear, ngatoina ne wolaga. Ate Kampala olagawa. How many toilets? Public toilets. You stop your car park and go to a public toilet. Where? Drainage in full. Very drainage in full. Amazi gaita kati gogendo gambanti. Where? As I said, Kampala, I live in the suburbs. Mama, gagenda kulukuta. Because the drainage system is completely broken. When it rains in Kampala, it floods everywhere. It's everywhere floods. I can't never be never sumulula sewage. Hey. There was one sewage a bit contained. There was sumulula no yokola akatogo kendwadde. So this thing is something government is for me. I'm a middle class. Yeah? But elite sibe Uganda. For me I'm middle class. Aja kulukuta. I want to kukuza amazzi nagali contaminated. Ogwena mkatalo gule mmere ngeli contaminated. Then I said buy my food from wherever the market ngazili contaminated mboka yakulukuse. Yakulukuse yasibide mu good. Midala ja mmere. Midala ja mmere tali mpumbe mbisi. Bananga this one. Any plane kasasiro if we do not wake up. We have been in this abusive relationship for a very long time. abused everywhere. No, temuli jagala malwaliro, we take it. Tewaliti, we take it. Everything, we take it. Kasasiro atuyimumwa. We are taking it. Even look at the paper Monitor's done, like the picture on the front line of Monitor. Kasasiro. Mushibuga. Bamuyita kwe bambuka bebakirira bambuka bongerako bwongezi. Bwe bambuka bebakirira bavere baderi. Naye nga ekigenda okuva omwo kuba Kasasiro tali is not like the only Kasasiro ali killing. It's that Kasasiro. That's it. Basulambu diapers abada, basulambu chimu, musulo, whatever, everything is in there. Banange here. I know this is corruption. And for us, we are the anti-corruption, team. Anti-corruption team. We are anti-corruption to take out our noses. So it's not I don't know. It is something we have to. And actually, when you look at it, everything starts in Parliament. Everything. Parliament, when we ita senteze gwanga, when we ita budget, it still goes back to Marshall Parliament. When we ita budget, ita Parliament. It's like the bridge to everything. Still, it goes back to Marshall Parliament to stop corruption. And it's among things that require even those committees. Priorities in the budgeting. They don't care. So it still goes back to Marshall Parliament. Everything. Nenga Kasasiro right now, Kasasiro new dumping site at KCCA offices. Madam Kisaka Dorothy. Give her rubbish. I wouldn't be even surprising, even up to now there, but Soloza sent Kasasiro. Even today, the watch as Soloza. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know. I'm not there, but I wouldn't be surprised if they are. The watch as Soloza. Banange, ebintu ebirabika tubikole. Ate the other thing is, waliwo n'abaddako ku TikTok, omuntu n'agamba, nti otegeera otya, bw'oba tumanya ani atandise ekintu, otegeera otya nti you're not being used, oba being used to do someone's cause, oba balina engeri gye bakireeseemu. Ne mbagamba bannange, bino ebintu bya Uganda kati like stop corruption, march to parliament, it's clear. It's a very clear cause. It's affecting all of us. It's affecting all of us. So, what's up, olowoozeemu gwe ng'omuntu kikuyamba oba kikuyamba? Bwe kiba kikuyamba, join. Because that's the only way. That's the only way. You have to join something if you believe. Now, okiraba kirina muki omulamwa. Okiraba. Nyabu abantu babeera ne gundi these things kati olaba waliwo abakyavuga narrative awo bakyagira ebintuntu. But we were going to march at Bagala Center. Does it matter? Go, you have your own reasons why you joined this march to parliament, right? Follow your convictions. Follow your convictions. That's it. Just follow your convictions. What you're following is Florence. So it's all personal convictions, your values, personal convictions. Like, maybe you're criticism going to go muntu. That's the only way. Otherwise, we live in regret after this regret, that regret. You sit down and make your personal decisions. Personal decisions. For example, when I choose to contribute or give money for anything, I know it's my personal reasons. I'm not doing it because so and so is doing it. I'm doing it because of my own convictions. And I have assessed into yes, it's okay. But it's still fine. So it should be with everybody. Thank you, Banang. Oh, you see. Yeah, thank you so much, host. Can I put this a microphone?
Thank you so much, Florence. Yes, guys. Retweeting a space here, no? We still have about 20 people who have not retweeted. Yes, you can go down into the comment of this, the header of the space and retweet it, like it, and things like that. Yeah, reposts and likes are always welcome. We make sure that more people can see the space and join. We all know that today is a Friday and our activities never stop. Remember, those of us who are in this space always speak about omulimo gw'okutambuza enjiri. We are crusaders. We move this message to as far as possible. We preach it, we write about it, we talk about it, we sing it. Okay, we spread it basically in any way possible. So, our crusaders, today is another day. I am sure those who are going to do today's job have already arrived, and they are in mosques. Because I think by now already people are getting closer to their mosques or they're already inside the mosques ready to pray. But remember, guys, we say that we are spreading our information every day, every opportunity. And we said Fridays are basically for people of the Muslim faith. We urge you to be fearless. Okay, don't fear, because some of us have been, part of these religions, and we know that there's no crime, there's no religion that is that can stop you from fighting, bad leadership, fighting abuse of power, fighting corruption. All religions agree, can allow you to do that. The only problem we have is that most of the leaders, or the leaders, the so-called leaders, the imams, have been compromised. All of them have agreed with the system, and will try somehow to force you to stop you from doing it. But know it that they don't have actually a right to stop you when you're inside the mosque, because the mosque, maybe they might be the guardians of it, but it's not theirs. Okay, the mosque is always for the whole community, and especially for Allah, and that is why you still maintain your right to go inside the mosque with your placard, because as long as your placard does not abuse anything, as long as it's only talking about things that are important, then you have every right to go ahead and raise your placard. But you have to know when. Okay, it is always good, you can do it from outside, but even inside, especially after the Friday prayer, because it's only 2 rakats, and most times after those 2 rakats, you can wait for maybe the imam to finish the prayer. Immediately he finishes, you have a right to stand up and actually say out loudly, stop corruption, as you raise your placard. People will listen to you. You can do it for 30 seconds and you're done, and people have gotten your message. That is the spirit that we have to inculcate. That's the spirit we have to keep practicing until we see more gains. We see more Ugandans getting to know about this cause, that the fight for corruption is going to be a marathon, and that every passing day we only need to put more blocks onto this monument that we are building. And then we hope that in the end we'll have a powerful force that will be able to stop the corrupt and put Uganda on a better path. I think we're almost approaching prayer time, and I've found something here that we can all read, hear about. This is a hadith. Hadith is like a saying by a person who is by a saint, by a person who is acclaimed to have been close to the Prophet Muhammad. And this hadith says that it was narrated by Salama, and it says, the Messenger of Allah, peace be upon him, said, in the near future there will be amirs, or rulers, and you will like their good deeds and dislike their bad deeds. One who sees through their bad deeds and tries to prevent their repetition by his hand or through his speech is absolved from blame. Okay? And they continue to say, but one who hates their bad deeds in their heart of hearts, being able to prevent their reoccurrence by his hand or his tongue, is also safe. And lastly, they say that, but one who approves of their bad deeds and imitates them is spiritually ruined. And they go to ask, people ask the Prophet, should we fight against them? And he replied, no, don't fight them as long as they say their prayers. But once they stop saying their prayers, then you can always, fight them. So this means a lot, that we have just stages that osobola okukyaba corruption in your mind. No gamba, okay, the corruption in muchayi, and I don't want anyone to do with corruption. That's good for you, but it's just a small level, okay, of doing something about it. Then there's another level of saying, okay, corruption in muchayi, ate ngenda kumwogerako buli wengenda ne mbera mu taxi, nja making sure nti abali mu taxi mbagamba nti banaye corruption mubi, muleme kutiitira abantu bakola corruption nga ndita amongo bwe bityo n'omwogerako basically oba n'omwandikako. That is now another level. But the final level is the level of practically, using your hand to stop the corrupt. How do you do this? This is now, I think, the level of walking onto the streets with a placard and reaching out to these people in their places and telling them, you know what, you are corrupt, stop it. So here the Prophet went ahead and said that with someone, don't fight a leader if they still come to the mosque to pray. Because he knew that in the mosque, you will have the opportunity to talk to the leader. Or if there's any problem, you will stand up and talk to them. And they went ahead to say that, but if these people never come to the mosque, then that's the end. You can fight them and remove them. And I can tell everyone here that all the leaders we are talking about here are no longer coming to the mosque because they know they are sinners. Anita Amongo, this is not literal, but if you can contextualize it, okay? They don't come to the public spaces. They only go to spaces where they have enough security. When they're going to parliament, they make sure the whole building is barricaded with 1,000 soldiers, plain clothes and uniformed surrounding the place. That's not, they cannot come to us because they know they sin and keep sinning and have plans of making more bigger sins. Okay? So we have a duty. We have a duty now to fight them. Not fight them in literally like getting guns and fighting them, but going against their policies and asking them to resign kindly by force. Okay. And we have a right to do that. And we are going to do it peacefully like we've been doing from the beginning. Okay. We're not going to stone them. No, we are only going to increase the volume of questions we keep asking them. We're going to increase the tone of our voices and keep demanding that they must resign, because their resignation is just the beginning of a step of disciplining them, because, some of them, especially the ones that are in the frying pan right now, the ones of KCCA, have literally, let down over 100 souls, that are lingering somewhere right now. They are responsible for ending lives, not 10, not 20, but over 50 lives. This cannot be forgiven. This cannot be, just looked at and no. Tusobola chicha wabuchayi mitima jaffe tekimala kubeera eyo gwe nogamba naye gavumenti kino kyantama ng'okomawo ku kigambo no, tekimala. Use your intellect and find a way. Okay, bw'oba osobola wano munoonye kuba ku mikutu kuno kwebali ate beeyagala kati yeno masijidi yaffe okitegeera social media nti bonna balina okujja wano basaale okitegeera kati gwe mulinde wano ajje nga yeeyasamya musimanya biki happy new month. Okay, talina kwogera wano era sinalabayo na posti yonna y'oyo omukyala okitegeera wadde nga waliwo abeekaza nga Anita Among naye nabo tulina okugenda nga ku posti zaabwe naye lwe bapostinze okitegeera nti Tamala afudde nti ajja okupostinga otya tulina kupostinga era opostinga tugenda kujja mu comment section tukubuulire kiti olina okukola ki okubeera ng'okola. So that is the spirit. Nti bw'ova mu comment section Anita Among n'omusanga ku mukolo okitegeera oli otudde mu crowd n'akwata mic wallahi tasobola kwogera nze bankwata okitegeera nenvaawo nga ndi munyweze nemba omukyala tayogedde oyogera otya egwe oyogera otya. This is the spirit. We will not, you cannot see such a person in a crowd and she's speaking with the microphone. Get your shoes and throw them at her. This has to be now the next spirit. Ntikati abaine emputtu nga tukugambye okuresigninga for days and months. We are wasting time and data to ask you kindly to resign. Now the next step has to come. We are going to look for you. We know where you go to, have probably, your sporting activities. We know where the restaurants you go to. We are going to be waiting for you there. That has to be our next step. That has to be the spirit. And this is also supported by the Islamic faith. You go to the books I've just quoted. These are not things coming from my head. Okay. These are things that have been done before. Nti system ebako ne checks and balances. Mwe muleka checks and balances. Then so we have to try now and use our means that people might think are unconventional, but they are within the constitution, and we don't plan to take away the lives of these people. We don't plan to stone them. We don't plan to, even though they are responsible for killing so many people. That is not our plan. We are not like them. We don't wish death, upon them. We actually want them to be alive and learn that there's responsibility. And when you don't fulfill your job and people lose their lives, you have to take responsibility and step aside. Okay? So muntu ekyo watakikola fe kiba kitunyiiza ate kiba kitukeza buli kumakya tukero tulowoozaako steps ez'okukola. Okay? Tulowooza ku bintu ebyokukola kubanga for me I even had one of the people who had a relative who is in right now was in Chirudu, but now he's transferred to Mulago. Yafuna injuries because they are partly covered by that garbage. But they've been looking for money, and they cannot connect. They cannot get money to treat, a person who got an injury from the disaster that failed. But the head of state is busy on social media saying he has sent 1 million. That 1 million might come next month because of the red tape, in the system. That the people who will be given that money will take it somewhere to wash it, and by the time they deliver it to the people, probably some of them will have succumbed to the injuries. So this is the situation we are in. This is the situation that we have to get ourselves out by, on our own. We have to handle these things the mature way, and make sure that we are progressing every day, every night. We are spreading the message. We are opening more eyes, opening more ears. We'd like to congratulate so much. Let me even give them a round of applause. Elegantly with stars in town, and they were majestic, and the statement was bold. They were speaking, on top of their voices. Anita must resign. Stop corruption. They represented the whole generation yesterday, and we have to prepare, to make sure that we keep marching every Tuesday, every Thursday. This coming Tuesday, we are seeing the placard. We have, a new activation, and this is now a town hall meeting, and after which we'll have a march to Parliament on Tuesday the 20th. So guys, we only have to just keep on building, adding small blocks onto what we've done until, we have a full picture, that can be seen by the corrupt, and they will know that their time is over. They will know that now, even if they keep quiet in their zones, wherever they are hiding, in their mansions, with the 100 men armed, with grenades and big tankers, thinking that they are secure, they know it that what we are building is unstoppable, and we will see them, coming out of, the big mansions they're hiding inside, and they will be, they will be the ones now taking off and running. And they will be, they will be the ones screaming and asking for forgiveness. But I don't know if it will be too late then. So guys, welcome to this space. Retweet it. We are just beginning. Today is a Friday. Our brothers in the Muslim faith are already, taking up prayer right now, Juma prayers. We wish them all the best there. But we are insisting that the message has to be spread. The message of stop corruption has to be spread every day. We cannot relent. We cannot, we cannot relax. And even when you feel like I had some relaxations a few days back, you have to make sure that you pay back, by, doubling the agitation, doubling, the activity, doubling the tweets, doubling the flyers. We keep making more flyers here. And we're going to hear from people who are going to make flyers here later on. So, as I encourage you guys to pick up the mic, I also want to ask you to repeat this space, retweet it, let it go far away, let people hear this message loud and clear. We are also, right now informing you that the garbage situation and Dorothy Chisaka and her deputy called Luyimbazi are deep in the frying pan. They are deep in the frying pan right now as I speak, because we are really paying for their heads. That woman Dorothy Chisaka, people are looking for. If if you see her anywhere, please just make an alarm or inform us that okay, we have seen her, she's here, because we want to deliver messages, personal messages, and these are not bombs or slaps. No. Peaceful, humble messages to Dorothy Chisaka personally, and her whole team. These are people who are really wanted seriously, because we know that the state is docile. They are not saying anything about them, but we have serious messages from the people who are seriously affected by the negligence, the negligence and the inactivity, the omissions, of the people who are paid millions of taxpayers' money every month. Millions. Very many millions. And they pay us with negligence. No. We are also going to pay you back in kind. Yes. Let me now hand over the mic to Brayo. Brayo, are you there?
Yeah. I was, if you caught me out guarded, I was replying to here later. Hey man, I know Mulito was today, but that's another day. First of all, I want to add a voice on Prima's submission when she said that we should not quit the incidents that happen in our country. I am one of the people that tweet about the scandals that happen in the country. Every morning I wake up to see what bad thing has this government done. And when I don't find any on that particular day, at least I go in the archive and I bring something they did 10 years ago. Because the truth is, if we are to fight corruption, we need to show the people that the reason why we are in this thing is because of the bad governance and the leaders that we want. So the incident that happened in Gitezi, whether it was to take away the issue that we've been raising here, because when you watch movies and read books, there is a situation where a president creates a diversion. Yes, that's true. But this cannot be the diversion, because it's ugly, very ugly. You cannot create a diversion that's going to put you down. I was yesterday on a space for Agora listening to stories of those people in Gitezi. And if you remember what happened in America, the reason why Donald Trump lost the previous election, it was because of the incident of coronavirus. He had done good because everything that he had promised in the run to election, he was almost doing it, because he had even built the wall on the Mexican border. So, but because of the coronavirus, when it came in, it destroyed everything, and the people decided to say that you are the president, the buck stops with you. Because of this, we need to put you down. So back here in our country, when we because we have a president that is President Museveni, the dictator, we need to show these people, the common people, the people that are going to listen to this space, the people that are seeing our tweets, the people that come here and listen to us, that it be said, the person who is responsible for this are the leaders. So this, for me, Chirago, okay, people have died, but for me, to push the message to the people who are suffering, we need to keep using this. That's why when the people were being chased away from Rubiji, it was still our mission to use that incident to show the people that are being chased away from Lubigi that yes, when we call you to come and we say stop corruption, you guys don't show up. Kati mubirabye. So guys, teri incident etukawo mu ggwanga gye tulina kutwalanga like yakubalaata because tulina kukozesa yennyini incident okusobola okuba omulabe. Buli kibi ekikolebwa mu government ya Museveni, everybody think that happened in this country, we should use it because kati onaakozesa kirungi nga kyebakoze. Unfortunately, it's not kirungi kitulamu eno government because on my age, simanyi we nalinda anything good from this country because never baleeta sente z'emyuga simanyi zaki ogenda olwe bazibye tebazizaayo mu government. Anyway, that's the country that we are living in. So guys, we should use these things to continue pushing the message. That's why when you go to one of like my tier right now, you go to Dada's, there are people that I know here, you go to Bruce's tier, you will find that we just wake up knowing that we are going to collapse this government. So guys, this tragedy in Kitezi, tulina gikozesa nga stepping stone kwongera kunyikiza tukoze because bana Uganda banzo gamba nti eno enjege yaguddewo yabadde kabenje as the prime minister was saying it is just God's plan kyatusayo butusi. But when you look at it, the big picture, in 2010 there was a report by KCCA and they put a red alert on that place that they should stop dumping garbage there. Okay, now 14 years later they're still doing the same thing. So it's basically the negligence of the government. But where are we? That's why one of the Kenya's musicians saying that so that's what happens. 14 years later, these people don't care. Okay, so we need to use the things. Of course, I take that as a serious issue. You know what? If this government, if these people were not corrupt, instead of diverting money to go to have parliamentary sitting in Arua, in Guru, in all the regions, that 5 billion they are going to be using in every region, it can be used to transfer the people that are being chased away from Rubiji. Okay? Now, the same incident that's happening in Kitezi. If the president comes out and says he's going to give each person that has lost a loved one 5 million, and yet the same government is going to give 5 billion for the parliament, our taxes to go and have regional sittings. So we need to come and tell these people that, you know what? Imagine if that's 20 billion and they scrape away the region sitting and they stay in Kampala, if they bring that 20 billion only to the people that have been affected in Kitezi, I'm 100% sure that most of them, they can get a place, they can build the houses, and they can start a family. Because I saw a lady crying and was like, because sitting changes. These are the people, all right? And yesterday I was on the space and they brought this lady. Until now, the woman was pleading to us that, guys, you help me, I have nothing. Totally nothing. All right? But he lost the husband, the children in the village. So, but they are going to spend 20 billion in these parliamentary sittings in the regions. So, I think we should be using these spaces to tell the people, you tweet and you tell the people that are going to read your tweet, because I'm 100% sure they share these tweets. But look, singa tukwataze billions, makumi abiri, nituziteeke ekitezi right now. Omanyiza ezinga ekiyinza okusanitizinga mu zilo bisam like ebirungi. Like, sente za government, sente za mwamusolo. Bw'otunuulira abantu b'ekitezi Ssaabasajjakalu embeera gye balimu, basinze kufuna buyambi kuva mu organizations, basinze kufuna buyambi kuva mu bantu basekinoomu. Red Cross yesinze okubawa obuyambi, not the government. You saw a video, nalaba video ya Nabanja, nk'abalaatira mu bintu. Ekitaka kikyo, muvayo kigenda bayikira. Seriously? She was laughing. So this is the government, and you are telling us we should not focus on that. My dear, bwe tolabanga diversion, sengirabanga a stepping stone, gye tulina okukozesa okumatiza bano abantu abali wansi. Nkirabayo, Nabanja wuyo Ssaabasajja. Because bano abantu abali wansi, maybe tebafiiringa ffe kye tufiiringa. Because nze ndi wamugeza, obosanga nsobola okufuna ennyumba etali kumpi na wali Kasasiro. Maybe I'm somehow lucky that I can have a house that is not in such places. It's not in Rubiji and it's not in Kitezi, where there is a garbage collection. So, nizo okubeerako n'omukisa ogwo. Naye kati mukadde oyo atagulina, right? Kati gwe ninaanza okumatiza nti muganda wange, ebibazo bino byonna by'oyitamu, si lwakuba nti Katonda yayagadde. No, it's because the government yabeerabira. That's the truth. So we should be using this. We should be using this to tell the people that, guys, we better wake up. Bwe twabayitanga ennaku z'omwezi 23, mwagana otujjo zirinda abo olwange naawe kati olulabye. I was watching a video. There is my president, proud of being him by being my president. Robert Kyagulanyi was telling people in Canada that abali bagamba nti politics tabakwatako nga babeerawo ekiteezo bakeera ku maca genda funa mmere yaleero politics tebamukwatako babadde beebase politics najja n'ababikka. You understand? Ate nga ttaka si lye libabisse naye Kasasiro. So kati I read a tweet the other day that omuntu yagenda okwekala Kasanga ennaku z'omwezi 23 yabikkiddwa Kasasiro naye obusanda senna yavaayo najja natujoininga ku ntulaga obutali bumativu.
maybe obosanga kati embeera singa obosanga n'abantu abo tebandifuna, maybe obosanga singa abakulembeze baffe baali batulidde on that day speaker resigning yandibadde addako okubeera speaker essaawa zinene, obosanga yandibadde atekinga option naga nti you know what, tugende tulabe ensonga z'ekiteesi, because bwe babadde nnyo mu meeting bwe bali mu meeting mukyanga incident eneetukawo last Saturday, ekintu kye baakola ekyamaanyi as the parliament about the people of Kiteezi, it was to present it as a matter of national importance. Nibikomao, imagine just just to speak about it. And which kind of a government, which kind of a parliament does that? Just to speak about it. When you go to the site, the people, the only help that these people are getting is not from the government, it's from the people and the organizations. So government here to area. And I'm saying we should be using such incidents. Buli incident egwawo ngamba yes kati eno sawa nkubono bana abasajja kati olina kulabisiza wanene wennyini tugenda balabisiza because tulina okunnyiza abantu mu ggwanga lyaffe. Okera ku makyano okunuulira Kampala eri dust, Kampala erina ebinnya mu nguudo, Kampala erina enfuufu, Kampala amazzi enkuba bwetonya ne gajjula. Kati ebyo byonna abantu baffe bayinza okulowooza nti Katonda yasalawo, you understand, nti just God is mbeera ya budde yekyuka. No, tulina ensi kati nga Dubai, ensi nga Dubai ziri mu ddungu naye tulina kugenda kwisoosa ng'enfuufu, you understand, unless nga storm ezze tulina woyita osanga nfuufu bo tebalina ki. Kati waliwo ensi nga Netherlands nsi ya ntobazi, that's the truth. Netherlands nsi ya ntobazi, but what they do, ekibuga kyabwe basetingamu emiwaatwa gy'amazzi nti ozimba ennyumba waggulu ku mazzi naye wansi wayitayo amazzi, bagasetinga bulungi, drainage system etwala amazzi gaabwe. Wano e Kampala nga sina mwe tusula just ekyo kyokka kigaana, enkuba n'etonya amazzi ne gabimba ebintu by'abantu ne bifa. Ebintu ebyo byonna abantu baffe balowooza maybe just mbeera ya budde. No, that's wrong. So we need to use these incidents okugamba abantu baffe nti you see enkuba bw'etonya olaba embeera nga bwebudde nga bwekyangalanye ebidiba bye ne bijula, ekyo nsobi ya government. Then bano abantu baffe okumanyanga twesonyiwa government. Let me tell you this, buli muntu akuba ekifaananyi ng'alaba omudumu gw'amazzi gujjudde ebisaniko ayinza okunenya abantu ba bulijjo, but let me tell you this, twatuuka mu situation nga omuyimbi omu yagamba ffenna tubifiirwe, I think yali Lily Puzzle, twatuuka mu life ya Uganda nga like we are saying ffenna tubifiirwe, let's all lose it. So osanga n'omuntu nga alidde ekiveera n'akyesulawe enawule olw'ensonga anyafa gwanga fu, but bwanga mulina strict rules ezisobola okufollowing bakugamba I've traveled but I've never gone to Rwanda. Naye Rwanda tomalaga litinga kikasasirawo, at least there's some mechanism. I saw a tweet today ng'omwala agamba nti yavudde waggulu ku arcade waggulu mu Kampala ng'alina akacupa k'amazzi anoonya wakasuula, alright, n'atambula n'anoonya teyafunye yadde newateeka akantu ako. You understand? Kati ekibuga tekirimu na osobola kutambula n'osuula kaveera ku maaso kuyambu. You people going to Kampala, tell me bw'omala ogula ekyokulya waliwo ogamba nti okay newankubadde kale njagala nnyo okusuula ebintu bino eno mu kkubo naye like financially civilized bw'osanga kasasiro waali ntuvuga mbali misogo there, but because tetulina neyo mechanism etandikibwako, tetulina na garbage collect osobola na bisuula osigala obeera otalinze around the city netubeera ne country ng'ekibuga kiringanga oba hoteli z'omu Katanga. You imagine that's such a country. So I'm just saying that we should be using these incidents, these scandals ezitukawo mu ggwanga okukuba government ya Museveni, kubanga ne bwe tuneebuzaabuza tutya, you guys, you cannot fight corruption in Uganda if you are not fighting the president of the country. The only person who is corrupt in this country, who's the head of corruption, is Museveni. Bino bye tweyogera mu Somali parliament tumatukolaaki. Guys, we are just beating around the bush. The person who is responsible for the corruption in the country is Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. We just lying to ourselves. I will end by this message. It was from the president, from my president. He said that tulina kulekera okuzikiza butugamba tugenda protesting, we should just keep on doing it because bana bantu watira mu gusooka ne kiba kati ng'ekyaliko 23 ate ne tuzikisa badde ne banywa akacaayi era namulabye ng'agamba nti gusinga precious sigala egenda maaso tuyinza okubeera awo ne tuwulira kigozi essaawa yonna. So guys, we should not let this up. We should be using these incidents ezijje okulaba nga tupushinga agenda. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Brayo. Buluma, Joli Sebo.
Jendi Sebo. Bade ntatemu ya phone simanyo bandikiria wemba filikiria nzijeko.
Oli kiria agenda maaso.
Bade ndi ku move nansonyi wamu naye. Njagala kusubmitinga wajo gentleman omanyi olusi tuwulizanga bwe tukola ebirala. Yayogedde ku Kiteezi nti it's a diversion. Naye nga Kiteezi is not a diversion. It's negligence, you know. It's something political. For us, we are social. Actually, I need to remind him that for us, we are activists. You know, our motive is to cause political and social change. Political and social changes in the society. Kati this is a social change. This is a social issue. Yona nayo tujikwatako. You know, tukwatako, we need to come up and do what? And get a solution. Kata simanyi, because I was on and off, simanyi oba yayogedeko about how we can meet the victims, how can we interact with the victims of that area? Because I think there will be a better force. There will be a better force to protest together. The reason why we usually come out on such scenarios, I guess there are other scenarios which are pop up, that they're fresh in the minds of the society. You know, that's why we come out. Tukokona mpola. You know, paka wetunakola chi, wetunatuka wetuchagala. Ochaba. Members ababaja tusonye olusi nti space crashinga. Of course, kuno kuliko abawuliriza okitegeera. Wabayo omusumali ogw'amaanyi, definitely your space baba ino gikola ki? Baba ino jijja konera. We shall always keep on coming back and repeating the information. Because now babimanyi. For me, I know propaganda. I've taken some time and studied propaganda by myself. Kati bwokuba omuzinga nago nga babitegera ngamba mugigyeko, you know, batikawo fresh whatever. Bamanyi nti oba ati kina impact y'amaanyi. Ate nja kusabangako ne host, sometimes you need to interject us or to tuva ku mulamwa. At least you can interject me nonziza ku rail oba nombu ebibuuzo oluse osanga point yange yinza okubeera nga nungi oba ntuufu, then maybe I'm not bringing it out well. So when you interject me, probably ask me several questions, sometimes maybe it can come out well and save us. We don't need to underlook ourselves. Kenya byatandika mpola, financial bill. Now they succeeded, they went to Ruto must go. But if that had started with Ruto must go, he wouldn't be in the chair. Because the force in the beginning was too much. When they achieved the financial bill, other forces, other soldiers went off. Apparently, they are forming a political party for Gen Zs and millennials. Basically, they want to have leaders of their interests, of the same interest. Like here, we are leaders. We are people of the same interest, common interest. Basically, that's why we are activists. Because we're of space, no limit. Together, we can amass to Yagala, and we are finding a solution of the issue. So, about the moves, basically, I beg to submit. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome, Buluma. But the issue of interjecting, I think some people who hold other spaces, interject. I have a policy of not interjecting because I believe everyone here is a leader and everyone has a code of communication. Maybe I might think they are not communicating. Sometimes I feel like someone is not saying the way I want them, but I always have to let them speak because that is what it should be. People should be given the time to speak out their mind and explain things, the way they view them and the way they see them, so that all of us can pick and try to gauge by ourselves. But anyway, thank you for the submission. But guys, please retweet the space more. We have to retweet the space more. And then also in the comment section, people are posting. Chigozie has posted, videos and also posters. The newspapers there showing today's front page of Daily Monitor. Fears of disease rise over city garbage pile. So we have a lot going on in the comment section. You guys can visit there and like and engage, because the more you do that, the more the space is seen by different people, and the more they can come in here and listen or give us their ideas. And then there are a lot of things going on. I see my brother Justice Hunter inside here, and I heard someone at the beginning of their submission, was it Brayo, saying Justice Hunter has said something about and me, I'm only enjoying those things because now we just have to go past that level of seeing that as a problem. But we let people try to solve things the best way they can. Let us give people, the opportunity to express themselves. If people think someone is not transparent, then it's okay for them to ask. It's okay for them to always ask the questions. And me, I'm open for that. Some people see that as diversions. Me, I don't see that as a diversion. I think it is also all right for us to pretend here like we are not united, and then Tuesday to buy same way Gali. It makes it interesting when they see people are online and they are not like they seem not united. But then baba chali kufa bali online we are not united. Abatali online baba isamu wali match. Or like the group that matched yesterday. So I am welcoming all those things. You can go ahead and pull ropes. And actually, I think it even brings more people to ask, why are they bickering? And then they get to find out that they're actually, fighting for things that are taking this country, forward. So me, I don't have a problem at all, as long as people stay within their lanes and stay respectful, and also, keep, our movement on course by, retweeting what we need to be retweeting, and then hashtagging the hashtags that we always use to get to our targets. Let me first give the mic to Mujisha. After Mujisha, we'll hear from Ellen. Mugisha, the mic is yours, sir.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. How is everyone doing? Muri Mutia. How are you, my sister, the good girl, Mujimati, Prezo, Dr. Nahabwe, Justice, and everyone, Suna, and everyone. For me, before I say anything, do you remember when we talked about the weapon of mass destruction? I think we should start thinking of those lethal tactics. We should start preparing because we have big days ahead. We have 28th ahead. We have 9th ahead. We have 20th. I think 20th it is a citizen round KCCA round table, as I've been seeing. And also something is going to happen soon. I was in a certain call, and that's how there's a group there. It is preparing also anytime now. Sooner you will get to see what you like most. I won't tell you what, but you will like it, I know. For me, I want to tell you that some of our weapons are already on the streets. Kasasiro ali ku street za Uganda essaawa eno. Kali tugambye okunganya Kasasiro tumukuba ababaka ba parliament, tumuteeke ku mbalaza zaabo. Already Kasasiro ali mu kibuga wa bwereere, si wa kukunganya. How can we get hold of this Kasasiro and prepare it for Lulumba Sadida? Think about that. Si wa kusasulira kati tugenda mujja wandi n'omuterekera wiiki. Kasasiro ali ku street. We have a lot of opportunities right now to galvanize and make Ugandans come together so that we can deliver. So we have to be awakened. I want to tell you, Ugandans, we all know that we are dealing with a killer Rouge state. If you don't know the statistics, during Amini's time, they say, according to the research, that over 80,000 people were killed during Amini's 8 years or 7 years. But I want to tell you, Mr. Museveni, even before he came to power, he killed 500,000 and above of Ugandans. And when you start calculating right now, he has killed more people times, I don't know, infinity, than the one they say that was a killer, was a bad person. I mean, and when you leave alone that, when you go to what dictates what a dictator is, one of the values of a dictator is long stay in power. I mean, was in power for 8 years. Museveni has been in power for over 40 years. I just wanted to give you that preamble so that you can know that we are dealing with a vampire, and the vampire should be dealt with everything possible. We have to start galvanizing our energy, gearing up for the 20th meeting at KCCA roundtable meeting. You know, some of the people saw it as a miracle when yesterday some guys came on street, but these people were there. They used to attend the spaces and they could be quiet, but they were planning inside there, but not using WhatsApp for bickeries and everything. So we have a lot of people who are preparing, but for us here at the space, we have to know how to communicate and how to put our information out there so that we can influence and emphasize more people to kuteka. We have to be very well streamlined in the way we are doing our work. Dr. Spire said, "Bana basajja tetulina baleetera kubeera nga banywa ne ku kacaayi." They have to be on their toys. And I want to tell you, they are on their toys. We just have to kuongeza omuliro. When I was in secondary, I had a song. Ntino, erem dada, yongeza omuliro, yongeza omuliro, good girl, yongezo. We have to kuongeza omuliro. We have to kuongeza omuliro. We have to squeeze their testicles so that they can feel the pain. Yes, we will find hurdles on the way. We will find a lot of things will come. People will talk. But we have to keep our eyes on the prize. The prize is what? Step by step until we make this big monkey, which calls itself a lion, to calm down. You see now they have started to kutembeta Muhozi. Come 2026, Muhozi tweets. Some corrupt people are there, but why is Mawanda in prison? It means that tubakute kubulimawa.